I don't know. It's
I
like,
well, I mean, I've known similar things. Obviously, people. It was a thing for bus drivers at my school. Um, our bus drivers would always get called out. Um, but people don't realize, like, or they kind of forget how, like, t teachers and faculty at schools are literally bullied by students, and it's it's kind of worse than when a student is being bullied because they have resources to go to. But if you're like a teacher and you're being constantly made fun of, which is often the case, there's nothing you can do.
you are very right.
I mean, like, obviously, you're probably less emotionally fragile as an adult, but I don't know. It's got to be kind of messed up because eventually people, even if they're just kids, will find out what really strikes a nerve with you, and they'll keep plucking it.
Right? It is very messed up. I feel bad. I'm sorry I took us on this path of.
No, no. I mean, like, there's no denying that it is funny. Um, get under the desk.
Look, the thing you have to understand about me is that I'm a villain at heart. I always have been. But I was a much worse villain in high school. You know what? Let me tell you. Let me tell you about some of the worst things I've ever done. Um, Here's one that comes to mind. I don't know why. Probably because this girl was in shop class, and this was a total accident. Uh, in middle school, we would have half of our lunch in the lunchroom, and the other half would be like a quote unquote recess. If it was cold or rainy, you'd do it inside the gym. If it wasn't, you'd go outside into a field next to the gym, play kickball or whatever. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really like this time too much. I wasn't super athletic. I wasn't super into most sports. Uh, my favorite sport to play in middle school and high school was field hockey. Or not field hockey, floor hockey.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, I don't know why that was. But the one thing that everyone would always play, or at least all the the guys, and I was forced to go along with their evil ways, was basketball. So I would play basketball, and one time a basketball got rebounded, and I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna kick the son of a bitch. I'm just gonna wallop this basketball with a soccer kick as hard as I can. And I did. And I sent it directly into the heart of a girl named Alex Rowan.
Oh my.
It just like a guided missile, just directly into the center of her chest, like right into the sternum, just like katunk.
Oh.
And I was like, oh my god, I have murdered. I have ended a life. I did
What
not
was
end her
the
life.
what was the result?
What was the result? I think I got a stern talking to because it was an accident. I did not mean to kick it at anyone. I was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna kick this basketball. Um, and then I think the next year I asked her if she wanted to go to a dance, and she just looked at me and didn't answer. I think
Oh.
I never. She may have been the only person that I ever asked to like go to a dance or something. Maybe.
Hmm. I don't think I've ever asked somebody to an event.
See, that's the thing. Like I asked out a person, like a couple of different people, but to like in a not like not having dated like in that, I think she was the only one I ever asked. And you said that you don't think that you've ever asked someone to an event. It's a different type of thing.
Yeah. I've kind of like worked around it, like like hinted, but I've never like directly said like, "Hey, would you like to go to blank with me?"
Well,
It's a
if you're
dying practice.
well, I think the implication there is that you're not in a relationship with someone. That's like a relationship kickstarter.
Yeah,
Because if you're
exactly.
in a relationship, you're just like, hey, you want to go to the running gag ball on Friday night, or like do you want to stay in and watch Stranger Things season 3, starring David Harbour as the Tank.
I don't get it.
Hopper is the Tank. He just
Oh,
takes
yeah.
so much like abuse and just keeps going.
Mm-hmm.
Just, gets shot, stabbed, clubbed, whatever. He's just like, you know what? I'm just gonna absorb it and keep going.
Yep.
Just like Mike is the Tank of Until Dawn.
Um, yeah, that's true.
They're two like media characters. I'm like, they're the Tank, and that's so obvious to me. One is Mike from Until Dawn. One is Hopper from Stranger Things.
Well, yeah, I guess you're right. I can't even think of any other off the top of my head. Mm, SpongeBob.
SpongeBob is not the Tank.
I think he's the tank
Why is he the Tank?
because he's never been hurt.
That's true. Come to think of it, he does take a lot of damage.
There's that one episode where he's afraid of the bully who's gonna beat him up, and
Oh
then like the
yeah,
bully tries to beat him up and
that's
he
right.
can't because he's just a sponge.
That's right. He is very tanky in that regard.
Hmm.
I appreciated that this got us away from stories of me being like horrible. But I gotta ask you, am I a bad person for accidentally kicking a basketball into this girl's chest? Am I a bad person for
Well,
relaying the
you
stories of
kicked
these
it.
teachers' misfortune?
I don't think you're a bad person. I think that you are an honest person, and I think that you just happen to have some entertaining stories, whether or not they be ethically comforting.
I'm also the most logical person, obviously.
Yeah.
I
Oh, of
still
course.
like just still do not understand why you think that I'm so logical.
I'm starting to wonder as well.
What prompted this? I've got to know. Because I agree with you, but what has made you see the truth?
Um, the way you viewed other people.
Other people?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say because I said earlier that like I'm not 100% certain that ghosts aren't real.
Oh, you're asking about what prompted my change?
Yeah, why do you think that I am like, why are you starting to think maybe Kara isn't like logical? Because I'm not.
Oh, no, that was a joke. I still think you are.
Oh. But I'm less logical for how I view it. Now I'm confused.
When I said that you were less logical, that was a lie.
I see. So the way I view people is logical.
Yeah.
False.
I'm sorry. I'm very tired.
Yes, I suspected as much. Alec.
Kara.
No, that was more of like a punctuation. I apologize. My
Hmm.
vocal inflection synthesized wrong.
Okay, Kara.
Calculating. All right, go ahead.
No, that's it.
Isn't that what people say when they want Alexa to do something?
I was quoting Jimmy Neutron's. like Happy Family
Oh,
Fun
the
Hour or whatever the fuck that video is.
Jimmy, your mom is
Okay,
dead.
Daddy.
Go, yeah, go order us a pizza pie for dinner. That's a good one. That's a
Yeah,
good video.
it is pretty good. Mhm.
You know. Um, did you ever see that? He made like a part two
A
where he was
sequel
like, the pizza is
with the
aggressive
memes
as a
dead.
dead meme. I don't know.
Yeah,
Like I didn't. I guess I didn't see the
I
video when
don't
it
think it.
comes out because I'm like, dude, the pizza is aggressive. That's like the best line in the thing. It still is like awesome.
Yeah.
I like the sound that the pizza makes because it sounds like a tomahawk being thrown into a wall. And I like that when Jimmy turns, his hair detaches from his head. I do like that a lot. And this is how you know that this is going up on YouTube because now we're just stealing other people's like um hard work for our our benefit.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna say goodnight. Um, and for those of you still with us, um, rest in peace, I guess.
I feel like I have made myself the villain, and I now must question whether I am a bad person, which I will do at 3 a.m. as I upload this, the last ears that will ever hear this recording. Catch y'all later.